Hello and welcome back to the streets of Accra. And today we're going to try and end this debate that has been ongoing here in Africa forever. Nigeria says that it has the biggest shopping mall in West Africa, and so does Ghana. South Africa says it has the biggest shopping mall in all of Africa, but so does Morocco. So why this debate about who has the biggest shopping mall? So in Africa, we have had our open air markets for centuries and centuries, right? They have been the backbone of commerce across the African continent. However, the rise of air-conditioned shopping malls is reshaping the retail landscape on the African continent, and the importance of this goes beyond mere consumerism, and it represents a significant shift in lifestyle, economic development, and urban planning. The truth is that these open air markets can get extremely uncomfortable and crowded, and when there is extreme heat, shopping becomes very exhausting. Yeah, well, so the debate is on Nigeria and Ghana, who has the biggest shopping mall. Nigeria and Ghana have always been rivals, right? We're rivals in football, in sports, and now we're rivals in shopping malls. And I'm taking you to a project here in Accra that's going to settle this debate right here and now. This is the Tinapa Shopping Resort in Nigeria that has a total floor space of about 79,000 square meters. And this is the West Hills Mall in Accra, Ghana, with a retail space of 27,000 square meters. There is a difference between the retail space and floor space. The floor space is the total area of the mall, and the retail space is the space in the mall designated to shops. All right. So the contention has been between these two shops, which is bigger. Nigeria says Tinapa is bigger, Ghana says West Hills is bigger. And then it gets even more heated up with South Africa coming in to say they have the biggest mall in the entire Africa, and with their Gateway Mall. And Morocco is having none of that, claiming they have the biggest mall in Africa with their Mall of Morocco. So here we are in Accra, heading to one of those biggest malls in Africa. The weather is a pleasant 25 degrees Celsius. It gets pleasantly cool this time of year. It tops around 28 degrees Celsius on most days. And you get a minimum of about 22 degrees or 21 degrees Celsius at night. And there it is, truly the biggest mall in the entire West Africa. Right there on our right. This is Ghana International Mall, still in the making. Big up. Completion date set for December this year, 2024. Can they make it? Are they still on track? Now let's get to the stats. Well, the Ghana International Mall covers a floor space of 300,000 square meters with 100,000 square meter retail space and a further 150,000 square meters of residential property inside of the mall. That's going to be inside of the mall at the back of it, and that's a really good plan because you have this high value property right in there, walking distance, just strolling distance from the mall, and that's really great. That is going to make it truly the biggest mall in the entire West Africa. Now let me put this in context. Um, um, the biggest mall in the United States of Africa, the United States of America, um, which also happens to be the biggest mall in the entire Western Hemisphere, covers um, has a retail space of and it is called the Mall of America. It covers a retail space of 280,000 square meters. Okay, and this Ghana International Mall covers an entire floor space area of 300,000 square meters with a retail space of 100,000 square meters. They plan to have weekend festivals every weekend at the mall, so it's going to be a bash, and other events as well. Plus, they're going to have sufficient car parking space for in excess of 5,000 cars. Can you imagine that? Now, there are so many reasons why it is good to have such a project like um, this mall in such a residential area. And like I said earlier, these open air markets have been the backbone of commerce in most African cities and towns for many, many years. But they tend to be crowded and they often have inadequate sanitation facilities. These open air markets that many people are used to in Africa are often exposed to pollution, to dust, for example, and also to pests. Malls, on the other hand, are enclosed spaces that have stricter cleanliness standards, and also they have well maintained restrooms, for example. They have um, good pest control measures, and it generally tends to be a place where they have better health uh, protocols enforced. So, on the whole, they tend to be safer places to shop. These air conditioned malls are designed to provide a comprehensive shopping experience that goes beyond the mere act of purchasing goods. They combine shopping with entertainment options such as cinemas, restaurants, and they have play areas for kids. Now, this diversification allows families and individuals to combine shopping with leisure, and that results in a more convenient and enjoyable experience. I agree that open air markets um, tend to be rich in flavor and culture, but they often lack amenities, which is a drawback for those looking for a more relaxed and varied outing. So the rise of air-conditioned malls is a good thing and is closely tied to economic growth and urban development. Because as cities expand and populations grow, there is the need for well-organized spaces to cater for the demand of residents. Now, this is something that I just want to comment on. You must have noticed as we drive along these roads that there is a lot of sand on the streets. This tends to happen a lot in certain areas in Accra, and this is the reason why we tend to have, even in the city of Accra, many dust roads right in residential areas. And so you have cars traveling on these dust roads and getting on the paved streets, and they bring the sun with them. We ought to have sweepers, city authorities sweeping, and they don't do it, and that's something else to talk about another day, I guess. I want to thank you for watching this, and you might consider subscribing to this channel if you have found the content to be meaningful. See you again in my next video. Bye.
Pick up.